World premiere. Oh, yeah. Sorry. I got caught up in the countdown.
Okay. I like the old video countdown, like when they premiere one.
Yeah.
Like making the video.
Because on the I don't know if you see it on your end, but on my end, when you start the recording, it gives me a countdown.
No, yeah, I see it.
Welcome to the Embrace the Turn Up podcast. Cultural commentary from two guys who want all the smoke. And now your hosts, A-Dub and John.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen.
Anything with Gundam in it, you're going to think it's cool right off the bat. Gundam and fucking Roman Reigns. Those are the two things that you're going to think is cool right off the bat.
I mean, since we here, we just acknowledge our time.
No, we're not. We're not here. We're not here. Okay. We're not here.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Embrace the Turn Up podcast. We know you missed us. Blame John. Hop in his DMs and call him an asshole. But damn it, we here.
Niggas got to work, B. Niggas got to work.
Okay. I mean, I get it.
Nigga, I gotta work today. Soon as we done this podcast, I won't even say bye, nigga. I'm shutting this computer and I'm running out the house.
So are you working as hard because you booked a suite for Puddin' Bay? Like you gotta.
That's crazy.
You got to stun on niggas? Is that what's going on?
You know how corporations do it. They give you more responsibilities.
Somebody else's job.
Yeah, with no bump in pay. You know how that works. But unfortunately, I heard this last night. So there was a third-party company that worked alongside our company. Mm-hmm. So I had guys that reported to me directly, right? So it's kind of like their boss on my side of business. But my job decided to cut that third-party company. So they were in my Best Buys. So
now you gotta go to Best Buys?
Well, I've always went to Best Buys. Well, I already did because I had to see how my guys were doing. But now I will be doing all the work that they used to do and cover my 50 plus stores still.
So they said, all right, John, we know you have 4 niggas reporting to you now. What we gonna do is you just gonna beat them 4 niggas now.
Yep. And also do the job you've been doing. Oh, okay.
We're not gonna pay you no more, but
no, we're not gonna pay you. Why would we do that? Why would we do that? Yeah, why would I pay you more?
No.
Why would I pay you more? So
and because you're 4 other niggas now, we gonna just we're gonna have to black out more time that you can't take off, just so you know.
So funny you say that. I go on PTO blackout starting in June to the end of August.
Damn.
That's my whole summer gone.
John, how are we gonna get outside?
The only way I'm getting outside is if I'm going to my car for work. That's outside for me. Yeah, nah. That's outside for me.
Damn, so this Puddin' Bay trip is your last rodeo this summer, huh?
It might be. Well, usually it's the beginning of my summer, but it looks like it's gonna be the beginning and end of my summer. So,
damn, it got my man.
Sucks.
I'm gonna have to get outside for you. Don't worry.
Yeah, please do.
I'm
gonna live through you.
Vicariously, if you will. I'm cool with that. I mean, because I gotta start learning how to crip walk again, because it's looking like they not like us about to be song of the summer, if not song of the year. I feel like every time I open my phone, there's a video of somebody else crip walking to that song. John, did you expect this song to be as big as it is?
So let's be honest, we've heard Mustard beats in the past. Hell, Mustard's got a couple albums, so but nah. I mean, it's a diss track at the end. Well, you know what? Hold on. See, I gotta talk my way through it. That's what I'm doing. When Back to Back first came out, that song was being played that whole summer.
It was.
Back to Back was played everywhere, and everybody was like, Drake was
you getting bodied by a singing nigga. That's your girl.
Drake made well, I think I brought it up earlier, but I said I would never diss Drake because that nigga would turn you to a club song, which he did with Meek Mill. So Back to Back held its ground that whole summer. And Kendrick even said, Back to Back, I like that record. I'm gonna get back to that for the record. that nigga
He's a
is
prophet,
crazy.
man.
Yo, that shit crazy, bro.
He told you everything he gonna do, and then he did it.
Man. Yeah.
Terrifying.
Yeah. So honestly, if you were to look at like impact, Not Like Us seems like it's having a bigger impact than Back to Back.
Absolutely.
So like, I mean, you got niggas crip walking, that's one thing, but you got now niggas. You see the video of that nigga doing the karaoke?
No.
Of Not Like Us? Okay, I'm gonna see that video. A nigga did karaoke of Not Like Us. He had a live band behind him, and his niggas on stage. So Not Like
I saw a
Us
video
is,
of them playing it at like an old folks home, like at like old folks home like dance night. I was like, oh shit, this is interesting.
so Not Like Us. The thing about that song is, see, Back to Back was cool, right? Back to Back was a club record. Not Like Us is something that you can use in everyday life. Like if you know niggas that this is not with it or about it, or you're at work and somebody doesn't want to put in the work, you can just be like, man, they not like us. Like you can literally use that term anywhere.
Yeah. Well, here's the difference. Back to Back was a club record. They Not Like Us is an anthem. Like it's an
Correct.
anthem, and it's a dance record on top of that.
It's a dance record too. Correct.
Like talking about Step This Way. Like they.
I'm here. You hear me?
Okay. Yeah, I don't know.
I'm gonna turn this cam off. Go ahead.
Something happened. But yeah, no, like they gonna get the cha-cha slide all the way out of here for Not Like Us, and it's gonna be interesting.
I heard part of what you said. So Back to Back, like niggas will rap back to back. So like, for instance, like DJ A-Dub, you there?
Yep.
All right. So DJ A-Dub told me one time, he was like, I could play that record, but is it going to get the girls going? That's what get the club going, right? It's the girls. Back to Back is more like a nigga record where like you post with your niggas and they play back to back. You gonna start rapping it word for word, but does it get the girls going? Not Like Us, bro.
You play back to back before the women start showing up to the club for sure.
Correct. Yeah. Now, Not Like Us I've seen, every type of person sing that Not Like Us part. And that A minor part is catchy everywhere.
Yeah.
Catchy everywhere.
That's the part right there. And you're like, oh.
So what do you think Drake got to do to... Because Drake, obviously, that Pusha battle... I'll put it like this, because I know you're a big Pusha guy. I feel like this Kendrick battle hurt Drake more than the Pusha battle.
I agree.
Because, I mean, no slight to Push, he can obviously rap, but Kendrick he's more world-renowned. He's a bigger artist than Push. And that's the thing too, right? Kendrick may have said the same thing that Push said in his song, but Kendrick's a bigger artist, so it's going to gravitate more. So it's just like, I think Drake is... How you think Drake's going to recover from this? You think Drake needs to have a summer hit now that's just like off the charts?
He needs to have a hit and a classic album. Because
a hit and a classic album. Okay.
Because they brought up the debate, does Drake have a classic album? I say no.
Whoa. Don't do that. Because you said...
It becomes debatable.
You said... What's that Marvin's Room album? You said that was his classic album, didn't you?
No, I said that was his best album, and I think that's my favorite album from his. I don't think it's a classic.
Let me pull this up. Drake.
Take Care is good.
See, my favorite was Nothing Was the Same. I think that was his best album.
Some people say that's his worst album.
Nothing Was the Same?
Yeah. I mean, I like it, but I'm saying, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, he has to have a classic album and a summer hit.
So you don't think Drake has a classic album?
No. I think he has, like, 3 really good albums.
You don't think Take Care is a classic?
No. It's his best. Not a classic.
All right, so later today, I have to clean the house. So I'm gonna play Take Care, and we'll see. I thought Take Care was a classic.
It's a really good album. I like it a lot.
Now let me ask you this. If you released Take Care, would that be your classic album? You're saying it's not a classic album for Drake standards? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm just saying, like, in the pantheon of classic albums, it's not a classic album.
How many classic albums Kendrick got?
Sure. At least 2, if not 3.
Okay.
I mean,
I'll give you that because I agree with you.
to me, Damn is a classic. Good Kid, Mad City is a classic. And then, I mean, the argument for Kendrick is To Pimp a Butterfly. It's Pimp a
That's
Butterfly.
universally known as that's universally known as a classic album.
I mean, but like once this battle started, people really started arguing about that album, saying like it was boring. I mean, I'm on the fence with it. I'm on the fence with Pimp a Butterfly. I'll listen to both arguments of it being a classic and not a classic. And then Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. I mean, you know, it's only been out for 2 years, but is that a classic?
Is Mr. Morales and Big Steppers better than anything Drake put out?
Yes.
Damn, nigga. You tell me you're not one-sided, but Dubs, come on.
You said, is it better than anything Drake put out?
Okay, is it better than
Drake
Take
has
Care?
a big catalog.
Is it better than Take Care?
No, it's not better than Take Care.
Is it better than Thank Me Later?
Yeah.
Nothing Was the Same?
Yeah.
If you're reading this, it's too late. I forgot about that album. I'm gonna have to go back and listen to that.
It's better.
He has some joints on there. Yeah, I agree. Views?
Definitely better than Views.
All right, I'm not reading all these. These. Okay, so you know what? I think okay. I'm looking at Drake's discography, and I'm just like, just a whole lot of mid.
It's a lot. Yeah, we talked about it last summer. He was on this run of mid to not great from More Life through honestly Nevermind, and then he kind of rebounded with Her Loss, and then For All the Dogs was not it.
So I will say, so my favorite Drake album, I'm not talking about a classic or anything, but my favorite Drake album is Her Loss, and I don't know if that's because 21 Savage is on it or it's just a good album. Now, if 21 Savage wasn't on it, maybe it's both. Maybe it's both. Certified Lover Boy was actually
isn't on it. Is it a good album? It's probably a good album, but
yeah,
I feel like at damn near 40, you need 21 Savage on that album for Drake to talk the way he talks.
Certified Lover Boy is actually a decent album.
Yeah, like you said, mid. You said he had a bunch of mid on here.
Oh my god!
Certified Lover Boy is one of them.
All right, Dubs.
You literally just said he got a bunch of mid, and I'm like, yeah.
Certified Lover Boy is actually, I think it's up there in like in his discography. Like, I think it's like top 5 in his discography.
Ooh,
you gotta go back and listen to it, man.
I mean, I'm looking at the tracks now.
I will say, first person shooter does not sound the same anymore, and I haven't really heard it outside anymore either.
No, he killed that song outside. Killed it. Absolutely killed it. And
that song was fire. That song was fish.
We don't even know if Kendrick is outside enough to appreciate the fact of how outside his song is. Did you hear about the rumor Not Like Us remix?
No, who's on it?
So, Not Like Us remix. Well, excuse me, C-mix. That's rumored to be happening. It's supposed to have Snoop on it. Hold on. I had the whole list in front of me. I had to navigate away. So it's supposed to have Snoop. Basically every Crip in hip hop. Why can't I find this list now? It's pissing me off. I never sent it to me. Shout out to Sue.
You think we really need a remix?
No, not at all. But would I be here for it? Absolutely. Here it is. So yeah, the C-mix featuring Snoop, YG, Roddy Ricch, J-Rock, and Schoolboy Q, with the music video, is rumored to be coming soon.
With a music video?
They about to really get Kendrick out the house. Can't believe it.
The last music video I saw Kendrick did was that one? Bitch, I'm attractive. That's my shit. What's the name of that song?
I'm not sure. Didn't he do a music video for Heart Part 5?
Yeah, but this one came out after it.
I'm not sure.
Rich Spirit.
I never saw that video.
That's the last video I saw him do.
So first question, do you want to see this video and hear this remix with all of them on it?
No and no. How about that? Damn. There goes your answer. No and no. Damn. I'm good with I'm okay. So I don't want to see. Okay, I don't want a bunch of niggas on here. I don't want this to turn into 300 bars. You know, remember the game song 300? Was it 300 bars or 600 bars?
Oh, it was 300. There's a 600 bars as well.
There is 600 bars. Okay, I want to say I remember at 600 bars, but
if you got an hour to waste, go ahead, listen to 600 bars.
I don't want to hear that shit, bro. I just don't. And in the music video, so here's the thing about the music video. If the music video is just a bunch of LA niggas turning up, I might be down for that. But I don't want to see I don't know.
I want the music video to be a bunch of LA niggas turning up in Toronto. I think that would be hilarious.
Oh, you try to get niggas hurt out here.
Although Canada's very strict with who they would let in, and I don't know the records of, everybody involved. So I don't know if they'd all get in, but if they could, that would be great.
You see Drake canceled that Oakland show? That came out.
Oh, shit, I would
too. A couple days ago.
I would too. Fuck that.
Canceled that shit.
Fuck that. Last nigga that say he was going back to Cali didn't come back. So.
Damn.
Hey.
You that's crazy.
Am I wrong though?
No, you're not.
Just saying, if I got beef with a West Coast nigga, that's the last place I'm going. I'm not going too much further west than Texas.
Bro, you're Drake, man. Drake? You're Drake.
Yeah, and Kendrick activated a whole coast of niggas to not like you.
Yeah, because he's not like us. Not like us. Not like us.
If I'm not like them, and the way them niggas talking, they talk about we gotta get to these niggas, cuz. And nope, I'm staying my ass at home. Nope.
Do you think? Okay, let me ask you this. Each region has its own culture, right? Detroit got a sound. Atlanta got a sound. Texas got a sound. Cali got a sound. You think Drake lost because Toronto ain't really got no sound like that? You get what I'm saying? Like a cultural sound. Or you think Drake will still lose?
I think Drake was just gonna lose because Kendrick's a better rapper, and again Kendrick was coming with pure hatred for that nigga. I don't think no one predicted that Kendrick would also outchart him in these records, thus adding to the loss. I don't know if Toronto doesn't have a sound because there were Toronto niggas before Drake. I just think Drake was that's not my sound. My sound is closer to, if you listen to Kendrick, whatever the hot shit is at the moment.
I think Drake is more Atlanta, if you ask me. Atlanta or Houston.
But when he started, he was also leaning on niggas from Houston, and he was signed with Wayne, so he was obviously trying to be a little bit like Wayne.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the thing that Kendrick and people say about Drake is that he's kind of a culture vulture because he doesn't have his own culture because of how he grew up in his circumstances with dad being from Memphis and being down here and not in his life, mom having him in a very white suburb outside of Toronto, and then him being a child actor. He's not of a culture, if you will, and that's why Kendrick told you he's not like us. He don't have his own culture, so he takes all of ours. But Drake was gonna lose that either way because he didn't realize that Kendrick really hates him, and Kendrick was gonna out rap him. The thing
go ahead.
I'll say the thing about the battle with Push is that Push dislikes that nigga and will bring to light all his stuff and is not afraid to say anything because Push type of nigga well, he can't knock me out and he not as gangster as me, so I'm gonna say what the fuck I want, and I don't like that nigga. But again, Drake came with jokes. He lost to Kendrick because Kendrick was I hate you. I want you to die. You can't combat that.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
It's very hard to combat that.
That's crazy. that's crazy. I'm sure Drake was probably looking around hey, nobody's ever talked to me like this. Niggas you should die. Nigga, what?
For the second time, he had to look at his crew niggas can't talk to me like that. And I'm sure they were all sitting around yeah, he can't talk to you like that. But then you got to ask, because Baca got a weird case, why is he still around? Just saying.
That beef was crazy, bro. So you think when Drake comes back around, he's got to come out with it? We say he's got to come out with a hit, and he's got to come out with a classic album. You think he's going to come back and diss Kendrick some more?
If he comes back and disses Kendrick some more?
Yeah, do you think he'll do that? circle back?
I don't think that would be wise.
Mm.
If I'm the record label, I'm not clearing anything that mentions the boogeyman. Like, nah.
Do you think
we're not doing this no more?
This nigga say he won't clear it.
We're not doing.
You're not gonna clear the boy. The boy
No,
come out and this.
no.
No.
Because we can't control that gremlin over there. That nigga crazy. He willing to blow all this shit up. Don't forget, they're both UMG artists.
Yeah.
And I'm sure UMG is somewhere like,
they probably made a lot of money off of this though.
I'm sure they made some money off of this, but they're like, all right, but Drake's our money maker dependent. So like, we kind of need this to stop for his sake. And I'm sure if they told Kendrick that, Kendrick was like, fuck him. No, let him say my name again. Say Candyman's name, and guess what happens?
Drake will come in Dub's office. Like, I got this new track. Dubs be like, listen to it, mention Kendrick's name, turn that shit off, and be like, guess what? You are not the boy anymore. You just can't come up in my office, tell me you want to do this, this, and that. That boy shit done with.
You need to make an appointment.
You gonna treat him like he Kanye?
Yeah.
Like Kanye back in the day, tell that nigga you gotta make an appointment.
Yeah, you gotta make an appointment and you gotta leave that nigga alone.
Oh shit.
I don't know how many times I gotta tell you this. Do I need to call Dennis? Do I need to have Dennis tell you to leave that nigga alone? Leave that nigga alone.
Dennis Graham?
Yes.
You'll call the nigga's dad?
Yes. Like, leave that nigga alone. You fucking up the money. Because guess what? He not afraid to fuck up all this money. He'll fuck up his money too if it means to fuck you over.
Yeah, no, that's true. That's facts. Kendrick
like, I don't think you understand how much that nigga hates you. He said 3 times on the record, I hope you die. Why? What else do you have to say to that man? He hopes you die. He don't care that you brought up he might beat his girl. He hopes you die.
So last pod, I said did not listen to the new, what was it, the Heartbeat 6? Is that what it's called? Mm-hmm. Yeah. I told you I didn't listen to it. I actually listened to it. It's actually a good song.
It's a great record.
He should have started with that.
It's a great record. And like I said, everything Drake gets the job done against like 99% of rappers. Kendrick's in the top 0.1%. you gotta go different.
I do like how at the end of the Heartbeat 6 though, Drake was like, I'm done with this. I'm going on vacation, and he's like, this nigga got 10 more songs he can come out with about this shit, and which he's probably right. Kendrick probably could have kept going, cause like you said, hate's a different monster, man.
Hate is powerful.
Yeah, no, hate's powerful.
Well, yeah, like
he called that nigga a colonizer too. Like, yo, that's
yeah. They said at first Euphoria was like 14 minutes long. And like he had it ready to go. That and They Not Like Us, but like as Drake was putting shit out, he would just go back in the studio and like edit lyrics. The nigga has pre-planned tracks, bro. He's meal prepping your demise. Like,
I like that, meal prepping your demise.
Like, that's terrifying. You wonder what he was doing for 10 days. He was putting together tracks.
He put tracks together. And then would just go back in the booth and just edit things here and there, and then just go release it.
Edit as needed.
That's a different type of dude, man. That's a different type of hate, man. Like I told you last pod, I gotta work on my hate. My hate ain't there. Like, it's not on that level.
Like if you really listen to They Not Like Us, you can kind of pick certain bars that he probably put in there later. Like the Family Matters line, that was definitely put in after.
Yeah,
and I'm for sure confident in that. But I mean,
the Atlanta line, because Drake said that he rapping like he's trying to free the slaves. I think the Atlanta line was put in later.
Exactly. But but the lines about like Alton Baca and like them OVO niggas being pedophiles, I bet that was already in there.
Yeah. Like,
this nigga meal prep your demise. You need to stop fucking with him.
So Kendrick's like, so I know. So how do you judge? I know we had a long list, but now we're back on rap beef. Like, how do you judge the winner of a rap beef? Is it what consensus says amongst the masses? Is it what Rolling Stone says? Like, how do we know who won the rap beef?
So most of the time, it's like person to person opinion, but then sometimes it's obvious. Like for example, 51 that shit with Ja Rule, that's obvious.
Yeah.
You know, the Nas and Hov.
Nas
like,
beat Jay, right?
Nas beat Jay, but Jay did come back swinging, and then like ultimately Jay signed that nigga. So I was like, did you win?
I don't know that. What song was that? Was that Blueprint 2? Is that what the name of the song? That shit was. Here's the thing. That shit was fire, but it felt like it was too late.
It was too late.
It was too late. Yeah.
Had he not put out Super Ugly and just waited for that Blueprint 2 song, then you know the shit's way different. Cause that's a very visceral song. Like he's dissecting Nas the way Kendrick dissected Drake on They Not Like Us. He's like, oh shit, like is it Uchi Wally or is it One Mic? Like damn. I love that record.
No, that's a great record. Yeah,
I love Jay-Z being just like feeling like he's being disrespected because he gets to another level of bars. But for this, most beefs, it's kind of subjective. But this one, I feel like the masses are saying Drake won. Every like publication that you read, not Drake, saying Kendrick won. Every publication you read is saying Kendrick won. And then you look at numbers like Kendrick, three of the top 10 songs in this country are songs about Drake being dissed by Kendrick. So, like this one, like it looks like overwhelmingly Kendrick won like 10-7 if you're scoring this boxing wise. Which, you know, we all came into it thinking like, oh, this might be like a 9-9 tie. It was not. It was not.
I wonder how this beef would have went if Drake never brought up the family. I think if Drake never brought up the family and just rapped, I think Drake would have had a better shot. Because I don't think Kendrick would have pulled. I don't think Kendrick would have pulled out the pedophile type stuff and him being a colonizer and stuff like that. I think Kendrick would have just tried to out rap him. Which if that would have happened, I would say, you know, depending on what the bars would have been like, it would have been a lot closer. But as soon as he brought up the family,
it a lot more like that versus They Not Like Us
or Euphoria. Because in Euphoria, Kendrick warned the nigga. He's like, let's just keep it PC. You know what I mean? Just like let's keep the family out of it. But if you want to go there, we can go there. And then Drake went there, bro. And Drake went there, and then that was it. That's the last we heard of Drake.
Yeah. Enjoy vacation, my guy.
Yeah, he's on vacation. They say he's in Turks and I saw videos of him in Turks and Caicos. He's looking like he just got out of a fight. That's what he looks like.
He's stressed
looking
out.
real beat down. Real beat down.
That's hilarious.
But you enjoying this shit, aren't you? Why are you enjoying this shit so much?
I just think it's funny. I think it's funny that he didn't recognize how much that nigga hated him. Because like I think if he recognized that, again, like you said, he might not have brought up the family. But he didn't recognize like, yo, that nigga, like, he hates you. So you gotta come different. I think it's hilarious when niggas underestimate somebody and then like, oh, well, that's what happens.
I heard that this one song was about Drake too. It came out on the Black Panther album. You know what song I'm talking about? All the Stars. So with SZA, let me see if I can find the line. So let me see if I can find it real quick.
I haven't done a lyrical breakdown of All the Stars.
Hold on, I'm trying to find the line. He was talking to Drake in this song on the second verse.
I feel like he's been talking to Drake for years.
Where's it at? Wait, did I skip it? Shout out to I was gonna say shout out to Apple Music, but this shit is not doing what I need to do.
I don't know. I'm looking at the lyrics and
this thing's got karaoke mode.
If you told me the first like 6 bars were about Drake, then I'm like, all right, tell me what you're gonna do to me. Confrontation ain't nothing new to me. You can bring a bullet, bring a sword, bring a morgue, but you can't bring the truth to me. I mean that.
So here it is. This is where he's talking to Drake. This is where he's talking to Drake. Same verse. Fuck you and all your expectations. I don't even want your congratulations. I recognize your false confidence and calculated promises. All in your conversation. I hate people that feel entitled. Look at me crazy cause I invite you. "Oh, you important? You the moral to the story." That whole line, he's talking to Drake.
Ooh.
Because Drake, so when he says, "I don't even want your congratulations,"
Come out the Grammy.
when Kendrick won a Grammy for, I think it was Damn or whatever album came out before this one.
It was Damn.
Drake tweeted, "Congratulations, Kendrick. Glad you got one," or something like that. Then this album came out, and that verse came out, and Kendrick was talking to Drake tomorrow. "I don't want your congratulations," and that whole verse is about Drake.
That's interesting.
Mm-hmm. This that nigga on a Black Panther.
An album
Not like
celebrating Black excellence. He had to let you know, fuck you and your congratulations. I
Yeah.
appreciate it. Like,
Look at you. Be yourself
And
at all
like-
times. They'll adapt.
hey, be you at all times. And that's
Look.
the thing. Like, if Drake was really like, as plugged in as he say he is, he would have recognized that too, and recognized, hey, that nigga don't like you. He might actually hate you.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta be able to recognize these things, man.
I think Drake. So I think Future brought out a lot, right? There's a lot of niggas that don't like Drake. So I think when Drake does return, I think he about to let all these niggas have it. Pause. I think it's about to be scorched earth. I really do believe that.
We'll see. He
And I
tried
think he
that
gonna-
on
I think-
Family Matters, and it didn't
I
work
think he
out
gonna
well
di-
for him.
I think he gonna dish you too. Honestly,
He don't want
he might throw an A-dub. You said what?
He don't want these bars.
What else we got, man?
See, cause unlike Kendrick and everybody else who got albums to make, I ain't got albums to make. I go 300 bars and running on that nigga.
Remember the Blood? What was it? The Blood remix? Remember that
The
shit?
One Blood remix with 64
Oh my
niggas
god.
on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
How
What
many
was
times
wrong
did
with
you listen
niggas
to
back
the
in the
Blood
day,
remix?
man? What was wrong with niggas back in the day? Listen to them long ass songs.
How many times did you listen to the One Blood remix?
When it first came out or recently?
Like,
Oh, when it first came out? I had that shit on repeat. That shit was fire, man. Even the original was fire.
The original's my shit. I love the original.
The original was.
That's like one of my all-time favorite beats.
How do you feel about the game and Rick Ross?
So I didn't even get to that record.
Bro, that's
just
just more funny than it is like. So the game and Rick Ross beefing, it's to me looking down to who's the funniest. Now the game does have bars, but the game is also funny. He said that nigga's built like a Capri Sun, and I can't unsee that shit.
That is funny as fuck.
He said that nigga's built like a Capri Sun, bruh. Oh my god.
I
I
mean,
need to
Ross
come
is
down
the
to-
funnier nigga.
Ross
The
is
game
funny
is
though.
like infinitely the better rapper.
Correct.
That might come down to who can make a better record.
But that
and-
you didn't listen to the record he came out with?
No,
I think I
did not
sent
get
it
to
to you. I think I sent it to you on Twitter. I think it's on there. So just check it out on there. But that record's fire. If it was just like a single, like not a diss track, that boy people would be listening to that. But these LA niggas is different, man. They ruthless when they rap. Like these niggas, man, they try to hurt your feelings or something. I don't get it. Like damn nigga, why you so angry?
I don't know. Like, all this LA shit makes me worried. Like, do I really want to go visit LA? Like, these niggas just
Yeah.
seem testy.
Violent, aggressive. Yeah,
They don't seem like angry all the time like people from New York are, but they seem like they can get there real quick.
real quick. Yeah, I agree.
But
I agree.
I think Game and Ross is going to come down like who can make like the better overall record, and that's Ross. Like,
Do you think Ross can make a better record than the Game?
yeah.
I'm talking about this record.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, no, it's going to come down to who can make just the better record.
I
Because
don't
you
know,
think about-
man.
Idols Become Rivals. That's one of like Ross's best records. You think about Mafia Music, where he took that shot at 50 Cent. Again, one of Ross's best records.
I really believe there's just niggas you don't rap against, and that would be Lupe Fiasco, Royce, The Game, Kendrick Lamar, Pusha T. I mean J. Cole would have been there, but and he just kind of just took himself out of the conversation.
Shows
They're just
peace.
niggas that you just don't want to go up against when it comes to rap. That's just how I think.
No, I agree, and that's why, like, you wouldn't want to turn this into like a battle like back in the day where, freestyles are dropping and stuff like that. You gotta make a record. If you're Ross and you're going against The Game,
Yeah,
you gotta make a record really clowning that nigga, and you gotta call up some of your old MMG producers, and like, we gotta make this sound like a movie. We gotta put some John Wick bars in here and make it sound like a movie. I need this to be epic so I get that nigga out of here.
I'll be honest with you. I feel like Rick Ross has fell off, man. And I get it. He's making a lot of money now, so I get that. But that nigga done fell off, man.
Yeah, last couple albums wasn't really great. But yeah, let's move off the beef. Pause.
Yo, that's crazy.
John, did you finish X-Men 97?
I did not.
Oh.
I did not. I got
how far along are you?
Shit, what's the last one I saw? Oh, when Gambit passed, Professor X, that episode, when he was like, I gotta go back home. So I think I'm like 2 episodes
You that
behind.
far back?
Wait, how many episodes is there?
There's 10.
Oh, don't tell me I'm at 5. All right.
I think you at like 5.
They're only 30 minutes long, so I'll finish them.
Nigga.
You know what? I'll finish them. I'll finish them before I go to Put in Bay, because once I go to Put in Bay, it ain't gonna be no X-Men 97. So I'm gonna finish them. I'm gonna finish them joints before I leave.
Oh yeah, trust me. You don't want to be watching X-Men 97 and Put in Bay. It gets heavy.
Okay. Oh, it does.
It gets
so
heavy.
So I figure is the ending's really good because somebody told me this yesterday. They were like, X-Men 97 is the best cartoon on TV. And I was like, really? But they had finished it. So, but are they doing another season of it?
Oh, the second season's already in post-production.
Got it. Oh, shit.
Yeah. X-Men 97 is the best thing Marvel and Disney has done. Like, flat out. Bar none.
The
like,
best thing?
Best thing.
You a nigga that cried during Endgame.
I know.
Does it hurt for you to say that?
No, it's not. That's how good this is. Like, Endgame is number 2. Don't get me wrong. It's number 2.
Okay.
But this shit here, like, they captured the essence of, like, what the X-Men is perfectly. Like, this is, like, probably the best comic book adaptation ever.
Ever?
Ever.
Better than The Dark Knight?
Yes. This is, yeah.
So why can't Disney translate this into their live action movies? Because their live action movies are struggling right now.
Well, part of it, because like it's harder. Honestly, adapting things like comic books and video games into movies is more difficult because you got 2 hours, 2.5 hours, maybe, to do long form storytelling. The reason X-Men 97 and Fallout are so great is because they're doing long form storytelling in the form of long form storytelling.
Okay. Fallout was great, by the way. Did you finish that?
Yeah, I did. It was phenomenal.
Yeah, Fallout was phenomenal.
So like, you figure in gameplay, like if you don't fuck up at all playing Fallout, it's probably 20 hours of gameplay total for the first one.
Yep.
How many episodes is the first season? 8 hour apiece. It's about 16 hours. You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
But for like to do a movie, to do an X-Men movie, you have to tell this intricate story that involves racism, that involves love triangles, that involves like people dealing with, confidence issues and trying to accept who they are. And you also have to tell this action story. And you have to do all of that within 2 hours.
So
that's
I do think, what was it? X-Men First Class?
Mm-hmm.
I think that was the best version of a live action X-Men they made.
I agree.
And then it went downhill after that.
That's a lot to do in 2 hours. And and you're supposed to be doing it with an ensemble cast the reason the X-Men movies failed so badly is because they started focusing on one actor and one character because they were just trying to sell movie tickets.
Who do you think that one character was?
In the originals, it was Wolverine, and then in First Class and Going Beyond, it was Mystique. Again, mistake.
You sure it wasn't Jean Grey?
Character. Oh, I'm positive.
Okay, I thought it was Jean Grey they're trying to focus on. I remember that one. What was that? X-Men. Well, I would say the first original X-Men. It was, to me, it was Jean Grey and Wolverine, because was it the third episode? Remember they was in that house, or Jean Grey went home. This is when she became Phoenix, and Professor X was in the house, and she blew the house up.
Last Stand. That was the third one.
Yeah.
Boy, that's a bad movie.
That was, yeah. Omar Isaac was the Apocalypse, right? Was Apocalypse in that movie? Because they went back to the pyramids in that movie too.
No, you're putting Dark Phoenix together with X-Men Apocalypse.
Oh, okay.
That's what you mean. You're putting Last Stand together with X-Men Apocalypse.
Last Stand was bad. Last Stand was bad too.
X-Men Apocalypse was bad.
That was
rough. Yeah. It's very, very, very rough couple of movies there. But
well, so in that regard, Logan was the best X-Men movie then, right? Logan was great.
Yeah, Logan
was a movie. That I see why that movie was rated R. That was great.
Yeah, that's a hell of a movie. But that's
you see it in black and white?
No. It's different. It's a little different.
It's a little different in black and white. Yeah.
But and that's the thing with X-Men 97, because they're not trying to sell you a star to get you buy tickets. They're just selling you this great story. That's why, it resonates so much better, because even when you're writing that movie and the studio wants you to write it very star focused, even though you have the source material that isn't star focused, you have to completely change it up. Now going forward, when the new X-Men come along in the MCU, if they get an ensemble cast together and they just tell a story about these people trying to do all these different things and not focus it on one mutant, then they might be able to do something. But they need to learn from X-Men 97 about why it's so successful, because they're telling a great story.
Mm-hmm.
And
you have any faith in that? You have any faith in the X-Men movie coming out, or the Fantastic Four movie coming out?
More faith in the X-Men movie than the Fantastic Four movie. I get worried anytime Galactus is mentioned, because last time he was a cloud.
You like clouds?
Shut up, guy.
Those got issue with clouds. Who would have thought?
I saw they were they cast a woman to be the Silver Surfer, a version in the comics that's not that's too known. So I think that's a risk as well. Just because America hates women for some reason, and then there's the questions of when does this movie take place? Does it take place in the 60s? Does it take place in present day? There's a lot of questions there. And to the fact, and also there hasn't been a good Fantastic Four movie either.
Ever.
So we don't know what it looks like. There's been good X-Men movies, and there's one that stands the test of time, and they've also made two movies in that universe that are really good in Deadpool.
Mm-hmm.
And then you also had the show on Fox, The Gifted, which was set in the X-Men universe. It only lasted 2 seasons because apparently it was expensive as fuck to make. But again, that was telling a good story too. So you know how to tell good stories with the X-Men involved.
You think Deadpool's gonna be good? The new one?
Yeah, I think it's gonna be great.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be at least really good. I think all the cameos we're gonna get might push people's initial reaction over to it's great. So I'll probably want to watch it twice, so that way the second time around I can really focus on the story.
Okay.
And, just outside of the cameos, because I heard the cameos are great.
Okay. When's it come out? This year?
July.
Man, June and July is gonna be busy with TV shows and movies.
Yep.
We're gonna have a lot to talk about.
Good, because last summer was rough.
What came? Nothing came out last summer. I can remember.
It was the summer they were recovering from the writer's strike.
Oh, that was the writer's strike. Yeah. Yep, you're right.
It was It's rough times. Rough times. Almost as rough times as the Lakers are going to have if they bring in JJ Redick as their coach.
Why you got see? That's crazy.
Like
Why you gotta be like that?
Like
Who's
the
y'all
transition?
coach? Who's y'all coach, nigga? Who's y'all
I
coach?
think that needs to be fired.
Exactly. Who's your? When the last time the Pistons made the playoffs? Made the play in, nigga. When the last time y'all did that?
We're talking about the
Exactly.
Lakers,
And
though.
but you, no, don't do that. Don't try to flip this on me. You want to talk about the Lakers coach? Now I did see. Did you send me that? Mike Krzyzewski is helping in the search.
No, Mike Krzyzewski's a candidate.
Oh yeah, hire that nigga. He'd be good. Hire him. I would love to have Mike Krzyzewski.
Yeah, that would be interesting having Coach K there.
Well, you know what? The one thing I do think, I think Coach K has that Popovich aura. I think everybody would respect Coach K if he was on that bench.
You tell me everybody didn't respect Darvin Ham? He's Saginaw,
Come on,
nigga.
man. He a nigga from Saginaw. Yeah, exactly. He a nigga from Saginaw. Anyway, come on, man. What Darvin Ham ever do in his career besides win a dunk contest?
He won a championship with the 04 Pistons. Great
What has
season.
that nigga done besides win a dunk contest? Yeah,
Hey,
so
man,
don't
they
even
said
don't.
they said he was the most respected assistant coach in the league before he got to the Lakers.
The Lakers
man.
need a coach. The Lakers need a coach because you're coaching LeBron James. The Lakers need a coach who's tough skin, who can put up
Tell
with
me
all the
a nigga
media
from
shit.
Saginaw that got shot in the head ain't tough skin.
Okay, that's different. That's different. That's different. That's different.
Come on, John.
LeBron, bruh, I'm telling you, that's different.
So how would you feel if it was JJ?
I don't think that'll work
Why not?
because JJ and LeBron have a podcast.
It's a good podcast too.
So you're telling me if I'm in the locker room and JJ Redick say something that I don't like, I'm gonna feel like, yo, did LeBron tell you to say this? Another thing, how do I know like what happens during games, after games, what happens in the locker room? You know, LeBron and JJ probably talk about it. I'm gonna be looking at these niggas sideways. Nah, absolutely not. I would
Don't
not
tell
want
me
JJ
how I
Redick as
blew
a
that
coach.
defensive coverage. Fuck you.
Yeah, or yeah, sneak dissing on y'all podcast. We know who y'all talking about.
Sneak this in your teammates on your podcast.
Yeah,
That you
yeah.
coach is crazy.
Yeah, there's no way. There's no way. That won't work. As soon as them niggas
Man.
had a podcast together, JJ Redick took his name out of contention.
Oh, that's funny.
So I don't know who the candidates are. Let me see if I can pull them up. I'm sure Google knows. Laker coaching candidates.
JJ Redick, Coach K.
3 days ago. So David Alderman, some nigga I don't know. Sam Cassell, Chris Quinn. It's Chris Quinn. Oh, he used to play for the Golden State Warriors back in the day, I think. Yeah, I don't think any of these dudes will cut it.
What about Mark Jackson? He's available.
Yo, that nigga blacklisted for some reason. Don't know why though.
I do. He was saying some real crazy shit about the LGBTQ community.
Well, I know that he's super religious.
Yeah.
So,
they're
I mean, it kinda goes in
we gotta
line.
Get him the fuck up out of here.
Remember, I read one story. He made them niggas go to church on Sunday. Did you read about that?
Yeah, no.
He would have practice. He had practice on Sundays and make them niggas go to church. Go to his church. Go to his church and hear him preach.
Yeah, no, that was true.
But nigga, I already see you throughout the week. You think I want to see you on the weekends too?
How would you feel if it was Sam Cassell that got the job?
I think Sam Cassell would bring toughness to the team, which I thought Darvin Ham would do. But
Sam Cassell would bring confidence to that team, that's for sure. Sam Cassell ain't seen
Confidence?
nothing he can't do. They said when Sam Cassell was on the floor, he thought he was the best player on the floor, and he was playing with KG. Like that. That's the kind of irrational confidence I'm a fan of. You know, John.
I know. How you feel about? So, while we're talking about basketball, Anthony Edwards hasn't beat the allegations yet, has he?
What allegations?
About him being Jordan's son. Did you hear what he said to the Denver staff?
No.
He said, let me see if I can find the quote.
Those aren't allegations. Those are just the facts of life. The facts of life. The facts of life.
Let me see if I can bring it up. It might not be on here. So, you know the Warriors, they have, of course they have their staff or whatever, but not the Warriors, I'm sorry. The T-Wolves, they have their staff, not the T-Wolves. Denver Nuggets. They had their staff or whatever. So like the team was in their locker room and Anthony Edwards was walking by the locker room and saw the staff outside. And this was like during game 6, before game 6. He walked by and said, "I'll see y'all motherfuckers for game 7.
See you motherfuckers at game 7? Yeah. I heard about that. I thought he said that to the players.
He said it to the staff outside the locker room. The nigga's not beating the allegations, man. No, he's not beating the allegations.
That's Jordan's son. We know it. We see it.
Can you imagine him and Jimmy Butler on the same team?
Yes, I could. I think that would be the most fun shit in the world.
Would you want to be a teammate?
No. Dear God, no. No. Not unless I saw them niggas fight and I knew they couldn't, or like I knew they couldn't beat me.
Yeah.
Like, but if it's a fair one and I might lose, nah, because the way them niggas talk, like we be throwing hands at least once.
Yeah, them niggas is definitely confident. Them niggas is definitely confident, and they stepbrothers.
Do you think this changing of the guard in the NBA is like close to permanent?
Say it again.
Do you think like this changing of the guard in the NBA is pretty close to permanent?
I gotta see what happens.
It's about to be like a Minnesota, Oklahoma City, Denver, Western Conference for at least the foreseeable future.
I gotta see what happens next year because I don't think the old niggas is done yet. I think I wouldn't be surprised if KD, LeBron, and Steph somehow link up together. Not like them three, but like two of the three. So like KD and LeBron link up, or LeBron and Steph. I wouldn't be surprised if something like that happens. I'm not saying it will happen. I wouldn't be surprised if KD
LeBron
came to LA. It wouldn't surprise me, huh?
LeBron gonna play for the Warriors?
Why would LeBron go play for the Warriors, Dubs?
Because he wants another title, so he can have 6 and really ignite the argument amongst LeBron fans. Because going to the Warriors,
what do you mean? He's only got 4 rings. He had to win 2 more.
Cleveland, Miami. Oh yeah, you're right.
He only got 4 rings, so that nigga got a long way to go.
Well, I mean, if he spent his last 3 years in the league with Steph, anything is possible at that point.
I gotta see what happens next year. Even if KD goes back to the Warriors, like if KD goes back to the Warriors, they're the favorites today. Am I wrong?
Not at all.
So I mean that could happen too. I'm not counting those old niggas out. Okay. I think one of them will win a ring before it's all said and done. Who's going to be? I'm not sure, but I think one of them will win a ring.
So if Steph gets one more, and he doesn't do it with KD or LeBron, does he move in the top 5?
Oh, easily.
Okay.
He's already in my book. He's already ahead of KD in my book.
Yeah, because he won that ring he won without KD puts him above KD.
It does. Yeah.
That team had no business winning the ring, but Steph was like, "Hey, just hop on my back, boys. We're gonna go as far as I take us."
Yeah, definitely.
He took them.
Yeah, KD is fallen greatly. Nigga can't do it without Steph, it look like. I know he don't want to hear that, but I mean, look at the stats. You can't do it without Steph.
First round without Steph.
Can't get out of the first round without Steph. That's crazy.
And what makes it worse is like he ain't been out of the first round without Steph in the East and the West.
Correct. Correct.
That's the craziest part to me.
Correct.
All right, John, before we get up out of here, schedule release. John, the Lions have 6 primetime games this year.
I saw you put that in the
I don't
chat.
know how to mentally react to that.
And I will say, I'm in a lot of group chats. This future group chat is going to be my favorite. It's the best group chat. It's going to be the best group chat I've ever been in. I almost shed a tear when Sue was like, this became the Future Said group chat. I almost shed a tear. I know you shed a lot of tears. That was going to be my first tear in a lot of years.
Oh, man.
So let's see. So we got the schedule. So we got the Rams. We should beat the Rams.
When?
The Bucks. We should beat the Bucks. The Cardinals. We should beat the Cardinals.
So when?
Oh, boy. That ain't who I think it is. The Seahawks?
Sick of them niggas. So sick of them niggas. Hire some help. We got to get rid of them niggas.
We do. We got to beat them. We got to beat the Seahawks. Bye week, I think we lose to the Cowboys.
I hate having an early bye week. I hate it. Because after that, then it's a fucking marathon.
I think we lose to the Cowboys.
I think we win that game.
The Vikings, we should beat the Vikings. Titans should beat the Titans. I think we split with the Packers. Texans is going to be tough. We should beat Jacksonville. We should beat the Colts. We should beat the Bears both times. I think we lose to Buffalo. And we lose to San Francisco.
So you got us at 13-4.
Then you was counting that?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. I may need to. Well,
yeah, you got us at 13-4.
Okay, so the games I am for sure that we will lose. Not for sure. The games I think we'll lose. Cowboys, Niners, the Texans, and the Bills. Oh, you're right.
13-4.
Yeah. Okay. Well, hey.
That's about
it's
what
a new
I
day.
had said. I said 14-3. I said at worst 12-5. So yeah, you right in the middle of what I said.
All right, so yeah, I guess so.
I'm gonna go out on a limb.
It's a
13-4 gets us number 1 seed.
You serious?
Yeah, because San Francisco plays in a tougher division than us, so they might have more losses.
Yo, don't forget about the Eagles, man. They just picked up Saquon Barkley, and they got a good defense now.
Listen, unless they figure out a way for Jalen Hurts to, push on his linemen to ask some more to get in the end zone.
Yo, hey,
I think he might be cooked.
Okay, hey, you need to relax. That's crazy. Push on his ass a little bit more.
Because when the
Jason Kelce not there no more.
Push wasn't working, the brotherly shove wasn't working. He looked real pedestrian out there.
I wonder what he's gonna do without Jason Kelce. It's gonna be tough.
Exactly. That's my point. Jason Kelce was the heart of that tush push. Pause.
Yeah. Yo, hey, there you go again, man. You talking crazy.
So,
we almost about to get out of here. You talking crazy already.
That's my point. Like, if that isn't working again, is Saquon Barkley enough to overcome their offensive deficiencies last year?
I think Saquon helps a lot, though. I think Saquon helps a lot.
Okay.
I think Jalen Hurts and his new center is working on this push right now, like at a park somewhere. They're working on it. Jason Kelce's probably trying to teach the guy how to do it. The Eagles are going to be a tough out. I do believe the Eagles will be a tough out.
Okay.
The Niners, you said Niners they are in a tougher division. That is true.
That's one. Like, I'm not like giving them complete. I'm not giving us a complete nod over them. I'm just saying they play in a tougher division, so they might end up having 1 or 2 more losses than us. And also, Brock Purdy, sometimes he be chucking that bitch up sometimes.
Brock Purdy.
Yeah, he got a little bit of that fucking in his system.
Brock Purdy reminds me of Brett Favre a lot. Some of the things he does. All right, I'm trying to for context.
He got Debo and Brandon Ayuk out there, so sometimes you can, and George Kittle, you can afford to have some of that fucking in your system. And you got them 3 niggas.
All right, so for context, I got the 49ers schedule up. So they have the Jets, Minnesota, the Rams, New England, Arizona. They have Seattle, Kansas City, wow, Dallas, Tampa, Seattle, Green Bay, Buffalo, Chicago. They almost got the same schedule we got. The Rams, Miami, Detroit, and then Arizona. So
they play a tougher schedule than we do.
Hold on, let me see.
That Raiders teams are
they
hard out.
They gonna beat the brakes. Which one?
That Raiders teams are hard out. They got the Rams twice. Seahawks twice, not the Chiefs, the Cowboys, the Bills. Like the Dolphins. The Dolphins. They have a harder schedule than we do. So if you were to tell me like, yeah, they got 5 losses, I'm like, all right, I don't. According to you, we only gonna have 4. So we might have a number 1 seed and a bye. Times they are.
Yeah, but we gotta be able to do something with that, man. Because we should have been in the Super Bowl last year. That shit really irks me, man. That shit, it really puts me in a bad mood. No, it really does. Like, because we should have been in the Super Bowl last year. We were beating the brakes off the Niners.
Yeah, I've never felt more hurt than I did watching that second half of that game.
So, let's see. Conferences.
I couldn't sleep for 2 days. This is rough.
So, Vegas has the Niners, like, conference championship winner. Or, I'm sorry. No, you said number 1 seed in the conference. So, number 1 seed in the conference, Vegas has the 49ers at plus 350. They have the Lions at 600 and the Eagles at 650.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like, betting on the Lions to get there it's a good bet at this point.
What'd they give me? They give me $600.
It's a good bet at this point.
I might bet not all my shit, but I might bet. Yo, that's crazy. I might put some money on the. I said bet all my shit on the Lions. I might put my money on the number 1 seed.
Yeah, that's a solid bet right there. I'm not even gonna hold you. Like, and I like the draft we had, man. I do.
We had a solid draft.
And then shout out to Jared Goff, got his money. Hey man, you good enough for Detroit. You were.
So you like that sign? You like that extension?
Yeah, because it's not like max deal money. And it perfectly aligns with this window we have right now because we gotta win it now. Because part of the problem with drafting so well is that you gotta pay these niggas and you can't pay everybody.
Yeah.
So like we picked the 3 niggas we're gonna pay. Amon-Ra, Penei, and Jared. And that's the window. We have to win with those 3 guys as our core. Because after that you start talking about Jameson got to get some money. And then Gibbs gonna have to get a contract. And then who's our tight end? I can't think of his name right now.
Laporta
gonna have to get money. You get what I'm saying? Like when you draft well, niggas gonna start getting paid. Brian Branch is gonna have to get paid. But we got 3 years. We got 3 years with them niggas on rookie deals before they got to get paid. So we got to get it done now. And it makes sense for Jared Goff's contract to be within those 3 years. Because after that, when we turn 40, they're going to have to blow this whole shit up.
Say it again?
When we turn 40, they're going to have to blow this whole shit up. Because they don't have too many niggas to pay. And like too many niggas to walk away. And then you have to like relook at your entire team. Like, all right, can we still have this style of team based on how we drafted going forward and the niggas that are walking away because they're trying to get more money?
Yeah.
So I like the deal. Jared said he was willing to take less money just to have a no trade clause, which I appreciate because he's like, I want to be here. And we're like, yeah, nigga, we want you here. We want you here in this window. So cool. No trade clause. And you're willing to take less money for it? Bet. Cool. So I'm good with it.
If the Lions win a title, though, I do kind of wish it was with Matt Stafford, though. I don't know.
I do too.
Stafford was our guy, man. He literally put the city of Detroit on his back. This shit was breaking. His body was breaking apart and everything. That nigga had the whole city on his back, man.
His shit was breaking.
Yeah, it was literally breaking.
Yeah. But I appreciate Jared, like, because towards the end, Matthew was like, yeah, I don't want to be here. So we kind of felt like pushed to the side, like, oh. And then Jared was like, well, they don't want me there either. So we're cast off together. So we going to ride this out together. And I'm like, fuck yeah, we are, Jared Goff.
Yeah.
Even from his first press conference, when he's like, the first thing I noticed is how much this city wants this team to win. I was like, oh, okay. He gets it. He gets it. And Dan Gamble was like, yeah, this nigga's won everywhere he's been. So he going to win with us too. And that first year was rough. It was rough. But then when we finally got that first win, you could tell, it was like, oh yeah, they just need to see what winning looked like. And now they got addicted to the feeling, and the ball started rolling, and it's our time now, John. It's our fucking time.
This nigga is so happy right now.
I am.
I still gotta get me a black jersey though. I don't know if I'm more excited about the black jerseys or how good this team is. Them black jerseys is fire. I'm so glad they brought those back.
50-50 for me. I'm getting a Barry Sanders one soon.
Yeah, I'm getting a Barry Sanders one too.
Yeah, no, we got to rock with Barry. But ladies and gentlemen, that has been another episode of the Embrace the Turn Up podcast.
Hey,
you guys looking for John? Bilbo Swaggins on Twitter. That's the WAGGANZ. Ladies, his DMs are wide open. John, don't say anything crazy that'll get you fired.
Twitter.
I'm still tweeting from the Embrace Up Twitter account. I might make a personal one again. I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. And other than that, guys, don't forget, new episodes of Let Me Book the Territory every single Friday. The greatest professional wrestling podcast of what, John?
All time.
All time.
All time.
Other than that, guys, we will see you next week.
Peace.